Neeta, thank you very much for taking the time out. You did hear how Madhavan, of course, is looking at this, is one prism of looking at it. But he did state that, when we're talking about the tussle between governors and governments as well, with the fact that in Tamil Nadu we've seen this, now we're seeing this in Kerala as well, as to how essentially BJP's long-term increasing political influence of governors in both these states. How does the BJP look at this?
No, I think beyond what BJP or the RSS versus CPIM as was put just now, I think it's about the treatment meted out to the governor. So repeatedly, this has been happening against the governor, and the Kerala government has been absolutely dismissive of his, the powers of the governor and the office of the governor. And so this was his testing ground. I mean, it was a litmus test, and it is like he's just, kind of his patience has gone, and it's been, it's high time that he reacted, because he was pushed to react the way he was reacting today. He went out to the streets because he had banners protesting against him in Kozhikode when he went. And this is not the way the governor should be treated. And all along, it has been, when you see the initial years of the governor, he has been very protective, and he has been in praise of the Kerala government on many occasions, especially during the COVID, the first phase, when he actually praised the Kerala government for their efforts. It's not that it's always been a hammer and tong situation between the governor and the chief minister and the government. So he's been appreciative of the government, but then over the period of time, it has been the authoritative nature of the Pinarayi Vijayan government, the way in which the chief minister wanted to appoint his own people in the various universities, and all of the high-handedness that we see in the Kerala government. You see the cooperative scandal. The 4 bills that were put under hold by him one was about the cooperative sector, and the cooperative sector, we have seen the kind of scams that have been unfolded in Kerala against all the cooperatives, the mismanagement of the cooperative sector by the Kerala government. So the governor's hand is an overarching hand over all that happens in the state, and it is important to understand the importance of the office of the governor, because in the past, you see, the EMS Namboodiripad government was actually toppled down. I mean, kind of, they had to dismiss the government itself based on law and order. It was the governor's the stand that actually got the government out. So here we're talking about, dismissing the governor. What right does the chief minister have to dismiss the governor? And this is actually the governor. We see the governor being pushed to beyond his limits of tolerance. So that's when he had to go out to the streets, because you see the kind of banners and the kind of protest that he was welcomed with in Kozhikode, that is absolutely, unbecoming, and absolutely unbecoming for a governor. This is not the kind of way the governor should be treated. And therefore, he went out to the streets and said that, look, I'm not afraid of the government. I'm not afraid of the high-handedness of the Pinarayi Vijayan government. I will go out to the streets. And the kind of rousing welcome that he got from the people itself show the mandate and the validation of the people for the governor. So there's been a lot of high-handedness by the Pinarayi Vijayan government, and the government itself, the exchequer is kind of it's totally bankrupt, and the finances are going haywire. The government is in dire straits in terms of their finances, but then they take out these luxury buses and go on Nava Kerala Sadhas, go to districts and blocks and talk about their schemes and policies. So this is a total mismanagement of budgets, total mismanagement of finances by the government. So there's a lot of laissez-faire going on the government. Therefore, the governor was very well in his right to kind of have an overarching hand over the government, because that's the role of the governor, to put checks and balances in the state government, and that's what he's doing. That was what he was doing with the 4 bills. But finally, he's taken it to the president, because one bill he's passed, which was non-controversial, which was about the health, but the other 3 bills he had to take it to the president because they were controversial bills. So therefore, the governor was right in the way he behaved, and all these bills he kept it suspended, because he gave several chances to the chief minister to come and explain to him what the bill is all about, and that is what the chief minister's role is, to go and explain to the governor what is the bill, what does the bill stand for. But that never happened. The chief minister did not go to the governor and explain. So therefore, the governor had to keep it on hold. But that itself, he kept it on hold. He didn't send it to the president, but now he sent it to the president. So we can see what happens to the 3 bills that were given to the president. But there's very well in his right, and I think there's a lot lot of kind of high-handedness and behavioral issues from the side of the government itself, the Kerala government itself, the kind of comments and
But you
things that
think the
have been
behavior
passed
is
by the
just, is
minister.
what essentially you're saying, and he was pushed to behave that way.